Hey guys, it's Shona Gates here, Active World team with Herbalife. I'm just making a quick video for my team today. I'm a mess, my house is a mess, my kids are watching Minions in the background, so it's going to be a very real raw training. But today we want to talk about effort versus income, or how effort directly relates to your income, and pretty much how to organize your team, how to work with them for their goals and make sure that they know how much effort they should be doing in alignment with their goals and the income that they want to make. So how much work do I actually have to do? Well, it's pretty much how much you want to earn directly correlates to how much effort you have to do, and also how much personal development is involved in your journey. So everything is effort-based. There's no get rich quick scheme. There's no free ride to the top. You do get paid on how much work you do. So you earn income in 4 different ways: by your retail, so 25 to 50%, your profit from your personal sales, your wholesale, which is 8 to 25% on products your team purchases. Royalty overrides are between 1 to 5% bonuses of your team's organizational sales, and then bonuses as you move up the marketing plan is between 1 and 7% extra bonus of your team's organizational sales each month, depending on your position in the marketing plan. So those are the 4 different ways we make it income. We've got the generous marketing plan. So every time when you set someone down, and I've got a video which goes over the 4 next steps where people set goals and everything, but you need to look at what type of goals they've set. Say they want a Lamborghini, they're probably going to be a president's team member. Say they just want to pay off their credit card, it's about $2,000, they're probably going to be a supervisor level. So their goals directly correlate to the marketing plan, which then determines how much effort you need to make. So they need to pick on this scale what type of money they want to be making a month. Your income is based on your effort. The more people you help, the more income you make. It really is that simple. There's no free ride here. Your dreams are worth the effort. Remember that. So you need to decide on how much you want to earn, discover how much effort and time it will take, and then choose an appropriate level of activity to reach your goals. And that may be the case. Someone might want a Lamborghini, but they're not prepared to put the work in or the time, the 3 to 5 year plan it's going to take to get there. So they may need to adjust their goals a little bit. It's not saying Herbalife's not for you. It's just maybe we need to say that goal's going to take a little bit longer to reach, or maybe you want to pick a slightly more realistic goal for the level of activity you're prepared to do. Make sense? So there's a couple of different buckets your team can be in. So the first one's a client. So this is a preferred VIP member. So this is someone who's simply registered as a VIP to get more discounts. So that 25 to 35% use. It's just personal use. They love the products, they use them, and then they refer people to their upline for coaching and ordering, right? So they just want the discount themselves. They're happy to, they're not doing the business, they're not coming to STSs, they don't want to look after clients or anything like that. So they're using it for their personal use. They enjoy 25 to 35% off. And usually these people, if they really love the products, they'll eat their way to supervisor at that 50% off. So that's really cool that they get there. But at the same point, they haven't been trained. They're not willing to learn to get trained. So they shouldn't really have any customers or client base or anything like that. So just make sure with this type of someone who's getting registered just for the discount, just for themselves, just be like, that's so cool. Whenever anyone asks you about your weight loss, share that you're on Herbalife, give them my card. So that that any clients they may get, any family members who want to start Herbalife, they're still going to get the support and the help that they need from someone who has been trained. Make sense? So how to love on them and support and nurture those people in your team. Support them just as you would a client. So you check in and follow up with them every week, invite them to fit clubs, recognize their achievements and milestones, invite them into 4-week challenges or product information section. So the type of language you're going to be using them with them is the things like results, products, transformation, support, community, acknowledgement, like all those things like that. Like you want to be focused on the results and they're on their personal journey, right? So for this type of person, you don't want to be coming out with time freedom, opportunity, entrepreneurism, training days, business opportunity. They don't want to know about any of that. So don't use that type of language with them. Focus on the language about results, products, transformation, well-being, all that type of stuff. Cool? So this is your client preferred VIP member. A product consultant. So this is someone who is a VIP member and has like maybe 1 to 2 clients, but not actively doing the business. So they love the products and share them, but it's a hobby. They just want to make an extra $250 to $500 a month cash, or simply make enough to cover the cost of their own products. So this can be anyone from a senior consultant to a supervisor. Like they can eat their way to supervisor over 12 months. But this is someone who, once again, isn't coming to STS, doesn't want to plug into the system. You know, they say, oh, I've got a Herbalife business, but it is more of a hobby. It's not a business as such. And that's cool, but hobby business makes hobby income, right? So that's the $250 to $500 a month cash, just the extra stuff. So how to love and work with them. So once you have even one client, you do need to attend at least one training to know how to look after them. So they've got a free ticket in their member pack. Invite them to an STS or a Super Saturday if you have one in your local area, and just plug them into the webinars and the community. Expose them to a home so that they do get to sample the full buffet of what Herbalife's offered. And then if they say, yes, oh my God, this has been crazy, like amazing, I want to do business, they move up to a business builder. But they might just go, you know what, it's not for me. I just like taking care of my clients. I like helping them get results. That's fine. That's awesome. Make sure they do get to at least one STS, because if they have got 1 to 2 clients, they need to be able to know the products well enough. So they need to be done on product training. They need to know how to take care of their clients as well. And just they need to know the slightly bigger picture so that they can coach those people effectively and give them the customer service and the type of represent Herbalife in a good way. If someone isn't, they've got a couple of clients, but they're not prepared to come to an STS, you might just want to step in and get the details of those clients and do a little bit of coaching with them as well. Big money puddles, yeah, just to make sure that those clients are getting the service that they deserve, I guess. So yeah, how to love on them. Invite them to the STS or Super Saturday, plug them in, get them to a home and then gauge their response. They're going to go yes or no, and it's totally cool either way. And then you move buckets accordingly. And Kindle work with their downline. So if those 1 or 2 clients turn into 1 or 2 VIPs, which turns into 1 or 2, and suddenly this team is growing and like, wow, just because that one person is just a product consultant, not a business builder, doesn't mean you discount that entire team. What you want to do is get in contact with the people 2 levels, 3 levels, 4 levels, work with them, see if there's any diamonds in there, make sure they're still feeling welcome and part of a team and that they've been exposed to HOMs and STSs and things like that, so they've got the full buffet of options. So your language with them, you're talking about like getting involved with the team, with the community, that it is a hobby, so you've got your hobby business, part-time income, and flexible. So that's the type of things you want to be talking with them about. Don't go talking to a product consultant about extravaganza or going internationally to an event or leadership development weekends. If you're talking to a product consultant, once again, talk about results, plug the party and the community. Like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. If you do want to come to Spectacular, like it's a Herbie event, but there's an awesome party on the Saturday night. You're going to meet so many happy Herbalife people. So that is, the language is a little bit different. A business builder. So this is someone who's a serious business builder. They're growing volume, working with team, attending events, main one here, and wants to learn and grow. So they are attending 2 events a month, 1 national and 1 international. They do gauges, so they're tracking their progress and 90-day plans. They're actively involved in doing income producing activity. So a business builder is not someone who just puts photos on Facebook and gets a couple of clients. A business builder is someone out there doing 90-day plans, they're doing ads, they're doing flyers, they're doing walk and talk, they're learning, they're growing, they're at events, they're doing income producing activity to grow their business. They're intentional. So you're probably looking at the supervisor to world team bracket. So there's quite a bit of a difference there between your product consultant and your business builder. So how to love on them is to invite, get them to events, work with them in accordance to their goals, because even at this level they may have different goals, and keep them accountable. So that's working with them on their 90-day plans, on their gauges, tracking with them, getting their goals every month. And at this stage, if they're coming to events, if they're doing 90-day plans, you want to be booking coaching calls with them every week or 2 just to keep on top and really love on them extra, because these are the people that you're going to be able to work with really well to help them reach their goals, which in turn is going to help you reach your goals. So your language with this type of person is success, time freedom, choices, income, wealth, health, opportunity. Encourage them to expand their vision. Be their eyes. That picture with Mark Hughes with the eyes? Be their eyes and show them the vision that you have for them. Put more belief into them than they even have of themselves. And then you've got a whole nother bracket, and this is leadership. Unfortunately, this is a bracket a lot of people don't actually even get to, but I think it needs to be included in this one, because sometimes you have someone who just comes and completes you, blows you out the water. So leadership. This is someone who's at all events, non-negotiable, they're at all events. What do you say?
Please.
He's making a shake. Don't make a mess.
I don't.
Okay. Be careful. Oh my God, Herbie kids. At all events, state, local, national, and global. So they're not only attending the event, but they're actively helping, which means they're there early. They're helping set things up. They're in part of the meeting. They're volunteering for speaking. They're making shakes. They're on registration. They're helping pack up. You know, they're actively involved. Eric, do not make a mess. Oh my God, this is going to be hilarious if this happens. So they do personal development daily. And it's not someone that's like, oh, I go for a run as personal development. Like, that's great. But what are you reading? Yeah. Open to feedback. So they're not only open to feedback and criticism, but they're constructive criticism, but they're actively looking for it. They're searching for it. They're, how can I be better? I want to be better. Help me. They're looking for your leadership. They're solution focused, not problem focused. So if someone calls you up and they're like, so I've got this problem, here's what I want to do about it, I'm just running it by you, leadership. If they're just like, oh my God, I've got this problem, whine, and you're like, okay, so what are you going to do about it? And they're like, probably not in the leadership bucket. I'm being brutal here, right? Consistent 90-day plan and income producing activity. So they're actually out there every week and they're sending their gauges to you openly and willingly. You're not having to extract their gauges and 90-day plans at them. And they understand that it's commitment, that the long-term goal of this is a 3 to 5 year plan. So this is probably your world team and above. I don't think I've seen anyone at this stage before world team, but I can be proven wrong. So those are kind of your 4 buckets that you're working with, and they all intermingle with one another. So someone that starts in a client bucket obviously can move up to a volume producer and a business builder, product consultant, right up the way to leadership. And someone who you think's in the leadership bucket at month 6, by month 12, they could be back to a product consultant. You just don't know. All these buckets are interchangeable. So what I do at the start of every month is I message every single person in my 200-something team, what are your goals for this month? And they'll either message me back like, I want to lose a couple of kilos, I really want to help my mum out, or just I want to get my products for free this month, or I want to do my first cut of gifting this month. And their goals will tell you exactly which bucket they're in. And then I literally sit down when I map out my month and I write a huge list and I put everyone in their buckets, exactly where they are. And they don't know where they are in the buckets. And some of my people who think they're leadership, some of them who think they're business builders, may actually be product consultants or clients. But that's just what we do. Putting them into the buckets lets you know how much emotional effort you need to put into these people to help them reach their goals, right? And it also helps your life getting a lot easier and more understand. Like, you want to be spending 80% of your time with the 20% of the people that are in business building and leadership buckets. And then spend 20% of your time with the 80% of the time in the VIP member and product consultant category, right? Does that make sense? So I hope this little trainings, obviously if you're at the leadership level and you're working with someone in leadership, the language is a little bit different. But if you're listening to that video and you're at that point, I'm sure you realize that already. I hope this has helped you understand a little bit about more how to work with your team in accordance to what they want and their goals. I know this training completely blew my mind when Jess Morgan gave it at Spectacular. So I really hope this has helped you, even with my crazy kids in the background. To let you know, absolutely anyone can do this Herbalife business. And that this helps you as well when you've got someone in your team and you're like, oh my God, they've got so much potential, they're just incredible, I know they're going to be president's team in 2 years, and you're like, come on, why aren't you at the events, why don't you want to go to extravaganza? But in their head they just want to be able to pay their power bill this month. So in their head they know they're a product consultant and you're putting them in this business builder bucket. So it just helps you really spend your time and your emotional energy constructively with the right people. And it's also going to make sure that you don't push anyone away by pushing them into something that they're not ready for and that they don't want. So I hope this training has helped. You can really build your own success with Herbalife and help your team achieve what they want. Not what you want, help them get where they want, and in turn that will help your business grow. Also, a little tip when working with your team, don't contact them on the end of the month like, have you done all your volume, where's that coming from? In your mind, your end of month should be about the 15th or the 20th of the month. If you haven't contacted them before that point, please don't push them at the last week. You should be working with your team from day 1, day 5, day 10, day 20, not just on the last week of the month to help you reach your goals, right? So keep in contact with your team, always know their goals, know where they want to be, help work with them to get there. I hope this has helped. If you have any questions, there's my email address. You can follow me on Insta, Snapchat, or Facebook. I'd love to hear your feedback. I hope this training has helped you out.